Hello everyone, my name is Nabilah Binti Hussain from class DEC6D or 6 Delta. So today for my commentary video on social stratifications, my subject would be my youngest auntie from my mother's side of family. So let's start with the definition of social stratification, shall we? Okay, the definition of social stratification is referring to a society's categorization of its people into classes based on socioeconomic factors, including wealth, income, race, education, ethnicity, gender, occupation, and social status or inherited power. So let's get to know about my auntie, shall we? So since she didn't want me to expose her name, so I'll address her as Chia because that's her nickname in our family. So Chia was born in 1967 in Johor Bahru. She went to SK Perempuan Yaya Awal in Johor Bahru in year 1974 until 1979. And then during her high school time, she went to SMK Tasik Utara, it was my school also, from 1980 until 1982. And when she was Form 3, she moved to Perak with with her older sister, which is I call Mak Long. So she went to SMK Ahmad Bostamam in Sitiawan when she was in Form 3 until Form 6. So then she continued her study in Institute Pendidikan Guru in Ipoh. So she's taking Sijil Perguruan just to get a certificate for her to further her study in teaching. And after she graduated from the IPG Ipoh, she took her first degree at UKM, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, from 1997 until 2001, and she took a degree in psychology and communication. She started working as an English teacher in primary school from 1990 until 2002. She started her first teaching career in Kota Tinggi, Johor. So starting in 2003 until 2016, until now, she's a counselor in Sekolah Menengah Datuk Abdul Rahman Yassin in Johor Bahru also. And then in 2016, she moved to SMK St. Joseph in Larkin, and she's still working there until now. Okay, so I've asked her a few questions according to few concepts in social stratification. So in form stratifications, I've asked her about how do you describe our family social status, and she have answered that during her time, our family social class was a lower class because her father died when she was 3 months old, and her mother has no job, but my grandmother, she made kuih to be sent to a school in JB, which is SIGS. It's a girls' school, and she sent the kuih to the school canteen. And also my auntie has 10 siblings, including her, 10 siblings. And you know, by making kuih that to be sent to the canteen, my grandmother, she gained 20 ringgit per day. So I think it's not really enough for her to deal with 10 children. And then to show that our family class is lower class, they receive help from Jabatan Kebajikan Masyarakat, where they receive some money or needs for family to survive. So it shows that their social class is actually lower class. But to compare with my social class, mine would be middle class. So I can say that we have evolved. You know, our social class has growing into a better social class. since my mother and my father are working, I have a stable occupation, sorry. Okay, so the next question that I asked her about, when you were growing up, was your interaction only limited with people from your class or with all class of people? Okay, she said, she answered that she interact with all class of people because her cousins her cousins are from different social background also, because she asked uncle, he was a government officer, which is he's a high level officer in Jabatan Penyiaran and Penerangan. So he lived in Straits View, which it was considered as a better place for, sorry, it's considered as a place for only government officers to stay. So it shows that this the officer has gained privilege in having a comfort home. So that is how she is able to you know, interact with everyone, like not only in her social class. Okay, so the next concept is class consciousness. Oh wait, I forgot to compare with mine. So for me, I interact with everyone. Obviously, I interact with everyone, no matter what is their social class, because I think it doesn't really matter now, because you know, even if we are T20 or you know in the high in the upper class, or even we are B40, but you know, our money or our treasure are not the one that keeps our relationship going. So it's us. So I would say that I interact with many people too, so we don't really have any differences there. Okay, so moving on to the class consciousness. The first question that I asked was, did you ever experience being discriminated because of your social class? And she answered yes. Her own cousin discriminated her for not having a television at home. So since her family was a lower class and her cousin was not a lower class, so they managed to get, you know, more modern stuff. So like she even told me that whenever she come to her cousin's house and to watch TV, her cousins would pinch her for just wanting to watch TV. But this conflict only happened among them. They're not included with the parents. So you know when kids, when they are being jealous with each other, it's normal. But you know, being discriminated by own family is not okay. But I also never experienced discrimination by my own family or anyone, because I don't really show how I live to all my friends or my people, because I don't want them to know my family being, because I don't want to be judged. So it's better to keep that way. And also I just want people to know that I'm just living fine, that I don't really need all the monies to have a, you know, happy life and stuff. So the next question that I asked was, do you consider people from your generation are more class consciousness than my generation? Okay, her answer was her generation was more conscious, because she said that they realize their own economic situation, you know, because she noticed that she's not in the upper class family. So she said that I don't really want to address my family as a wealthy family, because I know how my family live. So you know, I think she she's just stating facts that we should not be more than what we are. And for me, I think I am aware of my class consciousness. I'm aware of my social class, but sometimes I live that I might not be in the social class that I am actually in. So it sucks actually. Okay, so the next question is, do you ever judge a person's social class based on his or her education or material possession? Her answer was she have, because she said that living as a lower class in lower class family, she always judge people's class based on the car that they ride, the house that they live, and the occupations that they have. Because when they have these kind of things, which means that they are privileged, they can live better, they can eat healthy food and stuff like that, so they have enough food to consume. And she always judge her neighbors and other people. So it's because she knows, because her family have different social background. So besides that, she always ignore her neighbors and also other people who have father. She mentioned that who have father, because her father passed away when she was 3 months old. So that was her opinion, or her point of view when she was little. So next concept would be false consciousness. The first question that I asked was, what is the highest position that you ever achieved in your occupation? And do you think it reflects who you really are as a person? And her answer was her highest position would be a successful counselor, which is the highest achievement, because she was awarded by KPM, Kementerian Pelajaran Malaysia. So she was awarded as the best teacher in among counselors. And and her achievement has reflects her where she received respectation from her work colleagues, and also from the higher authorities such as JPN, Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri, as that JPN, in handling interviews for recruiting new fresh graduate counselors. So it says that she says that JPN relies on her in recruiting new counselors. Okay, so the next question would be, do you think that you will be any less important without your current position in your occupation? And she said yes, because she didn't receive the or if she didn't receive the award, then she won't have any chance to be promoted to a high grade. So like teachers have their own grades, right? Which it every grades that they receive shows how much salary that they have to have to be added in their actual salary. And she said that her grade is turning 52. She will be receiving grade 52 in July. So which means she has come further. She has been the top teacher in this grade. So I think that that is her high level for a teacher who have started to teach since 1990 until now. So the next concept would be a scrap status. So I asked her, the first question is, do you know anyone who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth? And do you think that the fact that they were born with a silver spoon has lessened his standard as a successful individual? And she said she always mentioned her cousins because I think that her cousins are living a better life than her when she was a little. So she said that her cousin's family have more privilege and chances to study overseas because one of her cousins study in the UK, which it shows that her cousin's privilege and in furthering her study and also in living a better life. So when you know that when she knows that her cousins have furthered her study in the UK, so which means that she has higher um, a higher level in achieving in achieving her work, or achieving more chances in life. So she thinks that um, being born in a silver spoon is just a lot that not everyone can receive. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Have you ever experienced competing with someone in job, education, or other else who has a slight advantage since he was born into a fluent family? So she said that she answered no. She has never competed with anyone because uh, because she said that her family environment is not encouraging her to compete, because her family members, like among all those 9 siblings that she has, she did not reach they did not reach the higher level education. So maybe like most of them have reached until SPM, and she is the only one because since she is like the youngest child, she has received her degree. So that's like the highest level of education for her family. So without the family environment that is not able for her to compete, so she never felt any competition among them. But for my case, I think I haven't too, because I have a cousin who is like around my age, and I feel like I'm a better person because I always receive good results and a better opportunity, and it all thanks to my social class also, because I live in different social classes with my cousins also, so we have different social classes. And by knowing that I have better chance in pursuing my studies, then I feel like I am lucky, but also I wish the best for my cousins to to live a life that she deserves to. Okay, so moving on to the last concept that I will be using is achieve status. So the question that I've asked her was, have you ever received unfair advantage in your career or dealings? And she said never, because as a teacher, they have their own schedule in being promoted. They have to follow the proper schedule that was made by KPM. So she felt that there was no any unfair treatment for her or any other teachers. And also there were no experience of her salary being cut off throughout her career, because she felt that when she's working with the government, then she thinks that her salary will be permanent, like it won't be cut unless you have something to pay off, like banks or something. So it is a good thing actually for knowing that actually teachers receive more pay when they achieve a higher grade. So the last question that I've asked her, to what extent is your unique talent and skills that have helped you to achieve success in your career? So here's the part that she flexed with me. She said that she's a good speaker. She's a good speaker. She's good at motivating people. When she likes to speak, you know, she likes to give advice to her students especially, and also to other people. So, and she even said she's good at influencing. It's not she's an influencer, but she's good at influencing people to do positive things in maybe overcoming your problems, or you know, to solve your problems in positive way. So her talents and her skills have helped her into becoming the best counselor. It's not the best counselor, but the best teacher among the counselors, and that she was awarded by the KPM. And I think it's for me. I don't have any unique skills, but you know, maybe one day I will find it. I will find my unique skills that will help me to you know, to know myself when I've reached the high level of my position in my career. So I think that is all for my commentary video, and I hope that you will enjoy my, you know, my family social class, and you know, and see how much we have developed over the past 52 years since she was born. So yeah, that is all from me. Thank you.